Call the regular meeting of council for the corporation of the town of Cobalt to order on January 23rd, 2024 at 6:30 p.m. Disclosure of pecuniary interest and general nature thereof. None. Public meetings, there are none. Deputations, delegations, none. Adoption of meeting agenda, draft motion. Be it resolved that council approve the agenda of the regular meeting dated January 23rd, 2024 as presented. Mover and a seconder. Councillor Cooper, Councillor Starchuk. Any discussion on the agenda? All in favor? Carried. 6, adoption of previous council minutes, draft motion. Be it resolved that council approve the following minutes as presented. Regular meeting, December 19th, 2023. Committee of the whole meeting, January 9th, 2024. A mover and a seconder. Councillor Starchuk, Councillor Anderson. Any discussion? Errors, omissions? None. All in favor? Carried. Councillor Hunter, just so you don't think I'm ignoring you, I have my tablet so I can see you on it.
That's cool. Thank you.
Welcome. Items for council consideration, 7.1, 14 and 16 Lang Street lots, draft motion. Whereas at the regular council meeting on September 19th, 2023, council declared lot 14 and 16 Lang Street as surplus and approved them to be advertised for the sale or for sale at the regular meeting of council on October 17th, 2023. And whereas one bid was received by the due date. Now therefore be it resolved that council approve the sale of 14 and 16 Lang Street to Anthony Frugio, the Frugio Group, for the sum of $12,000 for 14 Lang Street and $10,000 for 16 Lang Street, plus applicable legal fees, and direct staff to proceed with the necessary documents. A mover and a seconder. Councillor Anderson and Councillor Cooper. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor? Carried. 7.2 Coleman Township, letter of support conservation officer reclassification. Be it resolved that council supports the resolution from the Township of Coleman and hereby supports the Ontario Conservation Officers Association in their efforts to have conservation officers in the province of Ontario reclassified as enforcement officers and be compensated fairly. And further, that this resolution be directed to the Ontario Premier Doug Ford, the Minister of Natural Resources Graydon Smith, local provincial member of Parliament MPP John Van Hoff, Municipal Association, and the Federation of Northern Ontario Municipalities. A mover and a seconder. Councillor Wilcox and Councillor Starchuk. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor? Carried. 7.3 Town of Aurora letter of support homelessness crisis. Be it resolved that council supports the resolution from the Town of Aurora and acknowledges that homelessness in Ontario is a social, economic, and health crisis, including people with substance use disorders, and the Town of Cobalt commits to ending homelessness in the community in collaboration with both the provincial and federal governments. Be it further resolved that the Town of Cobalt calls on the province and federal governments to increase action and support, and further that this resolution be directed to the Ontario Premier Doug Ford, the Minister for Municipal Affairs and Housing, Paul Calandra, Minister of Children and Community Social Services, Michael Parsa, the Minister of Health, Sylvia Jones, the Minister of the Solicitor General, Michael S. Kersner, the Minister of Finance, Peter Bethlin Falvey, the Chief Medical Officer of Health, Kieran Moore, The Town of Cobalt local member of parliament, Anthony Rhoda, and member of provincial parliament, John Bantoff, and the Association of the Municipality of Ontario. Chopped up. I need a mover and a seconder. Counselor Wilcox, Counselor Anderson, any discussion? All in favor? Carried. Items for council information, there are none. 9, bylaws and agreements. 9.1, bylaw 2024-01 to adopt an official plan, draft motion. Whereas at the committee of the whole meeting on January 9th, 2024, council received the draft official plan with a recommendation by Jim Diamond, municipal planning consultants for council to adopt as presented. Now therefore be it resolved that bylaw number 2024-001, being a bylaw to adopt an official plan, be taken as read a first, second, and third time this 23rd day of January 2024, and further that the said bylaw be signed and sealed by the mayor and clerk. A mover and a seconder. Counselor Anderson, Counselor Cooper, any discussion? All in favor? Carried. 9.2, bylaw 2024-02, amendment number to bylaw 2020-10, financial assistance policy. Draft motion. Whereas at the committee of the whole meeting on January 9th, 2024, council received staff report 2024-01-09-01 with a recommendation to amend the submission and post-grant reporting deadline from September 1st to December 1st. Now therefore be it resolved that bylaw number 2024-02 be an amendment to bylaw 2020-10 financial assistance policy be taken as read a first, a second, and third time that's 23rd day of January 2024. And further that said bylaw be signed and sealed by the mayor and clerk. Mover and seconder. Counselor Cooper, Counselor Anderson, any discussion? Okay, all in favor? Carried. 9.3, bylaw 2024-03, borrowing of money, municipal line of credit for 2024. Draft motion, whereas at the committee of the whole meeting on January 9th, 2024, council received staff report 2024-01-09-02 with a recommendation to adopt bylaw 2024-03. Now therefore be it resolved that the bylaw number 2024-03 being a bylaw to authorize municipal line of credit for the year 2024 be taken as read a first, second, and third time this 23rd day of January 2024, and further that said bylaw be signed and sealed by the mayor and clerk. A mover and a seconder. Councilor Wilcox, Councilor Starchuk, any discussion? Okay, all in favor? Carried. 9.4, bylaw 2024-04, 2024 interim tax levy. Draft motion, whereas at the committee of the whole meeting on January 9th, 2024, council received staff report 2024-01-09-03 with a recommendation to adopt bylaw number 2024-04. Now therefore be it resolved that bylaw number 2024-04 being a bylaw to adopt an interim tax levy for the corporation of the town of Cobalt be taken as read a first, second, and third time this 23rd day of January 2024. And further that said bylaw be signed and sealed by the mayor and clerk. A mover and a seconder. Councilor Cooper, Councilor Wilcox, any discussion? All in favor? Carried. 10, unfinished business. 10.1, fire truck update.
Your worship, may I speak on this?
Yep.
So I reached out and spoke with fire chief to see exactly what specs he's looking for a fire truck and to see what their needs are. So he gave me a choice of the executive committee. Maybe was the Rosenbauer stock pumper, 18955. So right now I am looking out to the manufacturers of the fire truck to get some quotes, financial quotes on either multi-years. I know they were saying, I believe it was 10, 12, 8 years, a possibility on it. So I want to see the line of credit before moving other venues for the funding for the fire truck. So.
They'd also mentioned, I think in one of their emails, they had leasing options. See those too?
Yeah, with those options, it's almost a lease for a number of years, whatever the percentage rate is, and then a buyout for the very end of it.
Yep, I'd just like to see the numbers. What they look like. The other thing, of course, is the province. They have a lending facility for these things too. So.
Exactly, and that's, I want to look at all venues and bring it to also to the budget committee and bring everything to council.
Yeah, and if you'll notice in your package, staff has listed, what we already have outstanding for loans as well, just so you have the full picture.
Doug asked the question. That was the second one.
Anything else, Steve?
No, just waiting game now, and also reaching out to their venues.
Okay. Councilor Wilco?
On your timeline, could we expect something by our next committee of the whole?
I should have some numbers, definitely from one group, hopefully another group too.
And the province.
Hmm?
And the province.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else? Okay, 11, new business. Schedule 11.1, schedule of accounts. Draft motion, be it resolved that council receives the following schedules as presented. Schedule number 2023-24 in the amount of $263,768.29. Schedule number 2023-25 in the amount of $65,155.39. Schedule number 2024-01 in the amount of $35,217.57. And I need a mover and a seconder. Councilor Starchuk, Councilor Anderson. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor? Carried. Well, closed meeting, draft motion, be it resolved that council convene in closed session as per section 239 of the Municipal Act 2001 as amended in order to address a matter pertaining to subsection 2A, security of the property of the municipality or local board, 2B, personal matter about an identifiable individual, including municipal or local board employees. I need a mover and a seconder. Councilor Cooper, Councilor Starchuk, all in favor? Carried. And just to let everybody know that we will not be resuming any video recording after the closed session.